I gave myself exactly 1 hour to create an entire marble race, and the time starts right now. Before I started, I did some research to see what my audience is currently interested in, and decided to create a 31 eliminations marble race with 32 marbles. I knew that going into this, my biggest problem would be spending too much time on scripting. Thankfully, this type of race doesn't include too much scripting, but I still need to be quick about it. It took me 3.5 minutes just to get a small frame and a few teleporters working. Now that I finished that, I can move on to getting the camera set up to move automatically. This took longer than I expected it to, but after almost 4.5 minutes, I finally got it working. Since the camera can now move, I decided to finish creating the framework for this race. And now we have made it to the bulk of the scripting. I have to go to each green teleporter and lower the hits variable by 1. I also have to go to each of these platforms and raise this number in post step by 1. Doing this causes the camera to move after each round finishes and automatically start the next round. That took over 8.5 minutes, and now with only 41 minutes left, I can finally start making the actual race. The first leg of this race will be just simple plinko. I can only spend a little more than a minute on each leg, so none of them will be too creative. I'm making good time so far, with that first leg only taking 50 seconds. I knocked out the next 3 as fast as I could. This is the first time I've ever done something like this with a time limit. The third leg was a super creative one. I just put a big circle right in the middle. For the fourth leg, I tried doing something fancy with these rectangles, and I'm honestly surprised with how it turned out. But it did take me over 1.5 minutes because I have to make all of the edges look nice and clean. A really tough part of this is I don't have any time to test anything. Normally, I test each leg after I make it to make sure it works right. I just have to trust that my skills are good enough and hope it all works in the end. About half my time is up, and I just finished the 12th leg. I was really happy with how this one turned out. Only 19 more to go. My next few just consisted of me placing random shapes and calling it good. I just finished the 15th leg. That means I'm right at halfway done with only 16 more to go. There's no time to celebrate. I gotta get back to making more races. It's really difficult coming up with 31 different ideas within an hour. Normally, I'm able to work on this over multiple days and be a little bit more creative. I don't have that luxury today, which is why I believe in copy and pasting previous legs and just change them up a little bit. I am down to only 15 minutes left and have 8 more legs to do. At this point, I'm completely out of ideas and start working on the 5th Plinko course in this race. I'll always make sure to change something up though. You can't have any duplicate legs in here. It took me 4 minutes to make those 2 courses. I don't have enough time left to be taking that long. If I have enough time at the end, I'll try to make the last leg a little fancier than the others. I sped through the next couple of legs as fast as I could so that I would have plenty of time to finish the last leg of this race. I made it to the final leg with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to spend on it. I really want this one to be the best it can be. I got to work with only one goal in mind. Make this the best leg in the race in just 4 minutes. One thing I'm really bad at is getting caught up on the small details. I spent almost a full minute just trying to get that platform how I like it. I have to stop as soon as the timer is done, so I cannot take too long. I started with a simple plinko, but just making that took up another one of my precious minutes. At this point, I realized I would have to seriously rush to get this done on time. The clock kept ticking down and I wasn't ready for it to end. With 47 seconds left, I started on the last section, trying to make something that worked and was still entertaining. I used every spare second I had and finally finished with just 5 seconds left. If you want to see how this course turned out, click one of the videos on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching.